Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak. Well, last episode, entering the Bracer Guild to hear of a civilian's missing wallet, we ended up hunting for a bogus bracer after taking a bath in the hammam we recently refilled and giving our dancer friends the movie stars' autographs. After a bit of info gathering led us to find out the supposed bracer seemed shy around the police, we discerned that the thief was targeting cars in the desert, leading us to the car park where we caught the member of the Devonsey brothers in the act of hitting his next mark. We now do our night sweep of the Entertainment District. To the Entertainment District to sweep.
Need some spices, perhaps.
I need some spices, supposedly. Okay, let's begin talking our way through now that the quest is complete. Oh, I guess I should check out the board, right? I didn't think of that at all.
Central Eastern culture is so fascinating. What have we got?
Nope, no good info there. And the other board, I can't remember where it is, but we'll pass it probably pretty easily. Let's get talking and let's get trying to... we'll just see if anything's for sale. Things are as bustling as ever come nightfall, which is great for me. Tharbad's always been a little rough and tumble, but I've never seen the people here go this wild before. Not that I can complain, it's bringing in that much more money to me, so if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
Should we look at the food and see if we're anywhere reaching the next criteria of our gourmetness? Those 3 things we've managed to get there. So it would require another more or less 4,000 points to get HP plus 250 to all party members, which is pretty good. Let's look in the menu. Literally a menu of ridiculously large amounts of food. So we've already at you. Oh, we can reach that easily.
That was very well made.
Whew, I am stuffed. Thanks for the grub.
Without any issue whatsoever through the big stuff we had. The next rank is another 5,000 away. Which, to be honest, could be reached as well, maybe? I think it would be close, but there's a lot of stuff here.
Whew, I am stuffed.
600 cheese dogs. Dingo kebab.
I am stuffed. Whew, I am stuffed. Thanks for the grub.
My god, he's going to be the biggest ever.
Whew,
I said, looking at him in the
stuffed.
bath, he's actually looked more ripped, or at least thinner than Aaron, which was surprising to me.
Whew, I am stuffed. Thanks for the grub. Whew, I am stuffed. Thanks for the grub.
His ribs were represented on the side, if I'm right in saying. Might have been lighting.
Whew, I am stuffed.
Camel steak.
Whew, I am stuffed.
That gets us to rank 6 for ADF plus 25 to all party members. Now, we can't reach the next rank, so I may as well just probably leave it here, but how much is it to the next one after that? Another 5,000. But yeah, a lot of our stuff now gives the lower amounts. We're going to have to eat it at some point, but the fact that we've gone up 2 extra ranks on that isn't bad. Defense plus 30 is next, and ATS plus 25 to all party members after that. Considering rank 10 is where we need to reach, we're really quite chugging along there, aren't we? Already halfway. Van Arkride will soon be Van Arkwide. Yes, okay. I've been looking into the new arrivals who are coming into the area from the Central East. So far, nothing suspicious has turned up about those coming from LSM, which means... Either way, Tharbad is going to see an influx of tourists starting tomorrow. We have to optimize our intel gathering as best we can. We can't expect our help from the capitals to take care of everything for us. With all the cars here for the festival, running these lots is tough. We're seeing more and more accidents and burglaries. Not that tourists didn't blunder into trouble before, but these last few days have seen a real uptick in rough types of all sorts. Don't get me started on nighttime when people dinner in their cars and just chuck garbage out the windows. Wouldn't it kill those people to spare a thought for those of us who actually have to run these places? Seriously. Disgusting car litterers. This is why you need saw windmills at the side of roads, so if anyone chucks their hand out, they lose their arm too, right? No. No. Young master, must we have this conversation again? I fully appreciate your desire to live in Rome as you please. Truly I do. However, your father is merely trying to ensure that you do not needlessly suffer out in the real world before you are ready. That is why it's important that you learn etiquette. Once you do, you can appeal to your father to loosen his restrictions. The young man was such an intelligent, well-behaved boy when he was young. The loss of his mother affected him profoundly. Even so, he does grasp the basics of etiquette. Yet these past few days, he's acted rather strangely. What could have happened? Oh! Okay. I think I see a link all of a sudden. Why is my dad trying to keep me stuck inside the city? It's such a waste of a perfectly good car. Oh well, at least there's the film festival. You don't get stuff like that around here every day. Might as well enjoy it while I can. This all will hook us good stuff. I guess for now I just have to content myself with enjoying what's local. Could be worse, I guess. I think that took a while to click, all considering, but I think randomly that dialogue made it click. I guess the film festival being so close has got me feeling fired up, because I could go for some excitement right about now. And there's nothing more exciting than cruising around the dunes. Get that crusty old butler in the passenger seat, and I just know we'll have a damn good time. I know I saw that dancer somewhere around here at night. And what could she be possibly doing in the entertainment district at such a late hour? I need to find out. What am I saying? Just because my wife left me doesn't mean I can start stalking some local. I need to get my head on straight.
Well...
The game is pretty blunt about it, yeah. Nice pun. Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better write fast though, I'm only getting more customers. This store's as popular as ever.
Hey there, what'll it be? See ya.
No, I think I'm being slow on this one.
Hey there, what'll it be? See ya.
Maybe everything was being a bit blurred out by my general dislike for the things in the first place. Hey there, folks. Need something to do tonight? In fact, you boys thinking of going off by yourselves later? Because if you are, I know some fun joints you'll enjoy that I keep to myself during the day, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, now you're speaking my language. I'm from Loneport, so I know a thing or two about having fun. Definitely interested to see how good this town can party. That's the spirit, and here's a tip. Check out the underground nightclub that's just past here. The girls there are the real deal. Just about everyone comes away from there a happy customer. Trust me. Aaron, your thoughts remain sparkling pure, I hope. Stay focused, kid. We're on business, remember? Though granted, it might not be the worst idea to slip in there for a bit. Never know what kind of dirt you'll dig up in those joints. We're going in. It sounds like some new girls have recently joined the nightclub too. They tend to have their reasons for being there, but they're all legit. You'd have to be crazy not to like what they have to offer.
Hot girls, over here.
Okay, let's take a... There's no NPCs in here, I'd just like to point out.
Not this way.
Hell yeah, it's open. We ain't going in there, punk, unless you want to be responsible for bringing minors into a nightclub. Damn. I mean, I definitely don't. Killjoy.
I'll win next time.
We can always count on nighttime to pick business up and land us some lovers of astronomical bets. But even by those standards, our customers have been unusually eager these last couple of days. If our sponsors caught wind of the size of some of these bets, they'd be floored. They're hardly this reserved sort themselves. But that's just another side of this little desert oasis we call home.
Well,
About that geological survey conducted by Valis, nobody would have ever known my ancestral lands were home to such rich mineral deposits. It was me who made the call to bring them in. Best decision I ever made. I'm the owner of an enormous mine. Nice thing about working with Valis folks is they take you to resorts too. Never hurts having like-minded friends who know how to go hard. I'm glad I decided to visit Tharbad. This hooker's got a surprisingly addictive flavor. How cheap the stuff in it is.
Alrighty.
I'd like to give myself a little bit more credit and say maybe I didn't get it all that late. Maybe I just waited till I had enough evidence to think that it's okay, now it's a bang-on thing before going, oh. When you work as a dealer, you learn that nothing gets a player worked up like a little zestiness they can't even see coming. There's no greater honor in this line of work than being able to deliver a good surprise your players will never forget. Their money going away. Oh, it's not Vermotti. But it is Gotti. Hey, now that some of our preparations for the festival are complete, I figured it's been long enough. I'll stop by and play a few rounds. That dealer wasn't here the last time I came, but let me tell you, I like the cut of his jib. You guess what it means to entertain people? He's good at throwing in a big surprise as to his routines. Hell, he's inspired me to throw a little something extra into the parade to spice it up even more. Only question is, what? You. Naked. That would surprise anyone. There's one thing people crave, is always a good shock to the system. Something stimulating. If you ask me, nothing gets the job done faster than a little FNV. Beeping and violence, you know. But I have to admit, if there's anything else out there that can prove just as stimulating, is some good old-fashioned gambling. If only I was wearing my red shirt with a black tag. Damn, we would have been twinsies. If you're looking for Bamodi, he went over to the hotel. He said he was going to practice elsewhere. He wasn't here for very long, but it was an honor to get to host him in my bar. I learned a lot just from watching him. Can't help but admire his drive to hone his craft. Not everyone would move from place to place as they practice. Kudos to him, I say. I mean, I'm in good company. There's yeah, it is Lecter, though, yeah. Good company.
Come on, come on!
It's been a while since Director Gotti paid us a little visit. Believe it or not, he's actually a fairly decent gambler. Though Lecter going around in his holidaying, vacationing attire is actually terrible. In case you couldn't tell from his films, that man's desires are bottomless. With a mind like that, gambling makes him play bold. But I guess without that sort of attitude, he wouldn't be able to make the kinds of movies he does. We've always attracted a lot of Calvardian oligarchs and foreign nobles. One guy made his fortune dealing with Valsame, for example. But lately, we've been seeing a lot of newly rich Calvardians, plus people with close ties to Valis too. And if that weren't enough, even director Gotti himself from Vegas Films often comes here to play. He'd stopped visiting for a little while to work on the film festival, but was able to stop by today now that some of that work is behind him. Did I check you out shop-wise? No, I did not. Next stream's outfit decided. What do you want me to get? Some, a blue slight chest hair wig and a blue wig as well, and dye my beard blue. Yeah. Go full in.
Do you know what you want?
Something new here, a salty shot that cures KO. A splendid cocktail that blends citrus and salty flavors.
I hope to see you again.
Not many times you can say to someone, I'll give you a salty shot, and not get slapped.
Wanna get a drink together?
Oh, well, I know this perfect drink. Never mind. Ah, these cutting-edge orbal hookahs are the best. They're easy to hide and even better. They're a great way to cope with the heat here. I'm telling you, with a good way to relax, there's no way I'd be able to do my job. I bet something like this would do Officer Vernier some good too. That woman seriously needs to learn to chill out. Some of me crossing the road without looking. We probably should have gotten out of that place a little sooner. Oh well, I managed to snag souvenirs for everyone back home already at least, so it was still time well spent. Ish. We came here hoping to meet some celebrities or something, only to end up spending all day in that shop. Oh well, the film festival hasn't even started yet. There are still plenty of chances to catch glimpses of the rich and famous. Go to the casino. There's your tip. Shadin, our owner, is a very decisive person and has a lot of drive as a leader, which I certainly respect. We might be successful right now, but being a little too certain about things can breed apprehension, you know? For example, I used to inspect new stock as it came in, but now that the company is all about speed, well... My shop attracts its fair share of customers because I deal in rarities that you can't find anywhere else. But even I can't ignore the real sales potential these orbal hookers seem to possess. If things like these are what's in vogue these days, then I need to make sure to pay attention and stock up accordingly. That's why it's crucial to interact with your customers so you remain clued in to what they want, as they want them.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your
So
next
he went down in
visit.
history as the supplier.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
It may just be me, but people around Tharbad seem to be strangely elated as of late. It's not just the tourists either. Even local residents and other Central Easterners are in exceptionally high spirits. It could simply be excitement for the upcoming film festival, but I've never seen anything like it for any event.
What can I do for you?
Well, there's no weapon for you. Does that mean I can upgrade your weapon at all? I mean, the white grip seems to be better in the first place. And we've only got 2 equipped, which means I shouldn't need to buy another one, actually. Oh no, I do need to buy another one. Shame. No, I missed that. Oh, because Aaron was not in the party and he's got the other one equipped. So I only ended up seeing 2 people instead of the more people that I should have seen. Oh, I should have checked if I can upgrade weapon. Way back in the day, I always had work fixing up all vehicles for caravans because of how often they break down from the sand. But now that they're built to take such terrain, that work's dried up, which is how I wound up getting recruited to come work here. Being surrounded by cutting-edge tech in such a clean, pristine workplace really hits home just how much things have changed.
Alrighty.
What can I do for you?
The Misericord. Strengthened indeed. Apart from that, I'm at 26k cash. I'm not hurting. And I'm guessing you come with, like, the most recent stuff anyway. Fence for evasion, basically.
See you again.
So let's work on your ordnance.
Hey, welcome.
So you've got 1 wind slot that needs big open. And another slot there. And basically that stops us from doing anything else. So it's just kind of filling the slots now. Also, we haven't opened the plug-in slots. Which is probably something I definitely should do. So you come with Tira for a little bit of extra healing. You are our more Earth caster. Interesting. Water and Earth. Cataract Wave is there. Targeted circle with crit up. Zodiac sign. Why not? Present eyes there. 2 celestial refreshing veil. Breath for some more healing. I mean, Earth Guard's pretty good. Wait, don't you have that basically as craft now? Okay, celestial. Oh, and I don't have enough EP for celestial, do I? And maybe a mistake on my part. I never had opened your slots either. Oh no, I don't have enough now. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, it's fine. You melee people anyway. It's totally fine, right?
Don't worry. Citri's got your back.
Oh, yes. Alright, what can I do here?
That's a single element slot.
Yes. It is, yes. I don't know what to put in now. Space,
New
evade.
skill added.
Jolly good.
Skills altered.
Excellent.
That's a single element slot. Skills altered.
And I'm putting in what I can. I don't have much else apart from that, you know? Have an attack.
Skills altered.
Here's a
Skills
defense.
altered. That's a single element slot.
I don't have any more to put in. There's Burning Verse if I want fire cast time up. Cast 1. Excellent. Hit 1. Oh yeah, I definitely need that. Yes. Oh, jolly good. Let's take off the HP 1. And put the hit 1 in here.
Skills altered. That's a single element skills
And the
altered.
HP in there. Not really getting anything good, I don't think, personally, but we'll take what we can get.
Thanks, pal.
Alright. Where are we going next? Sorry, British voices in things have me triggered a bit at the moment. In the fact that it's Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Whenever you run the first expert dungeon, the level 90 dungeon. And he goes, "Oh yes, Queen Thing is here." It's just like, oh my god, that accent. We're laying it on thick, aren't we? Tharbad's my home, so my work here feels fairly personal sometimes. It's all the more reason I'm trying extra hard to carry out my duties while such an enormous event is going on. Unfortunately, not all of my colleagues in the force are quite as diligent, which makes work that much harder for me. If everybody just did their jobs, I probably wouldn't have so much on my plate. Too much to ask for, I suppose. There's an event taking place just in front of us outside of Tharbad Station.
What have we got?
There's nothing on the board here. So we're soon going to check out that because there's not many people we can speak to outside of the events.
Don't be shy.
There are so many people here tonight. Lately, I've been seeing more and more sorts you don't usually get in the evenings, probably because of the film festival. Not that I'm complaining, more sales for me. I'm looking to save up and travel, so as far as I'm concerned, it's all good luck.
What'll it be for today?
It will be nothing.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks a bunch. And he ran straight onto it there. I'm getting a lot of people eating dinner at my store, which feels great. Nothing's as tasty as a good bite to eat outside during a festival, especially with my singing to accompany it. I'm telling you, my silky voice makes everything taste exponentially better. Science, I tell you. Science. So has he been
Look
like that all
around
day?
all you like. Peace
As in,
out.
how is his skin still okay? There must be some good factor whatever it is on him. I officially dropped our amateur film offer at Vegas Films. Because they're so busy getting ready for the festival, though, they said that they won't be able to check it out right away. I get that we came in a busy time and all, but I hope it doesn't take too long. I really want to know what they think. It sounds like the selection process is going to take time anyway, so we might as well look around and check stuff out while we wait. After all, the film festival's attracted lots of actors and production staff we wouldn't otherwise normally get to meet. That's exciting. We spent a lot to travel out here, so we need to make the most of it and enjoy ourselves too. Maybe I'll ask for some autographs. It's really weird after 10 games of buffing straight ATS and so on now that the only way to get those is shard skills or buffs with damage up res up ETC. Yes, it is weird. It is weird that they've decided to change the name when you get so used to it and it's like, is it doing the same thing? I just caught my first glimpse of President Dillon in the flesh and you know, he's not quite what I imagined him to be. I figured as the head of an up-and-coming film studio, he'd be a more flexible and daring leader, but I guess not. I guess Vegas Films owes its rapid rise to Salvatore Gotti and his talent behind the camera more than anything else. As if I'm not busy enough dealing with a festival, now I have to take care of pictures? I get the one normally in charge has their hands full, but they want me to put summaries together and it's just too much. It doesn't help that our president is sticking around so late either, which is odd for him. That makes it tricky to do things on your own. It's like he's keeping watch over everything. We need a new character with a Scottish accent? Agreed. Oh, if it isn't the Gophers, Nihon. I don't know what you're trying to dig up, but knowing her, I imagine it's rather serious. Relax, pal. We're not here to get in the way of your little soiree. Sure, I'm working late, though. You know, for the right price, depending on what you're doing, I could maybe take a load off. Not a chance. Can't trust an amateur like you with this. Just don't go stirring things up too much. We won't have a problem. As if I don't have enough trouble trying to keep a leash on Gotti and his rambunctious antics. Now I've got to worry about grunts hired by a certain someone running amok. Buddy, if you're so busy, maybe you shouldn't be stressing about what an actress does in her spare time. Have a think about that. I don't like what you're insinuating. Listen, the last thing we need is one of our performers getting caught up in some mad scandal. So it's only natural I have a rough idea of what those ladies get up to, insofar as their agencies allow it. In any case, if you don't have any business, I'll have to ask you to leave. I'm extremely busy here. Hey, you won't hear us complaining. Don't mind if we do. Just keep in mind that Arkride Solutions is in town. You never know when you might need us. Where did Gotti run off to this time? Does he have to go charging off at every damn foolish thing he sees? I told him we would need to have more meetings, and yet, he's at the casino. Phew, I'm beat. It's not often I'm working reception until this late. But on the flip side, we had all sorts of actors and directors come through that we don't normally see here. It's not every day I get to serve visitors like that. It's pretty exciting. I feel kind of bad just sitting around and enjoying myself while everybody else is working so hard on the film festival, though. Alright, let's find out what's going on near the station. It's Dingo and Marielle, of course. My mum's idea of what Tharbad and the Central East are like has got to be at least 20 years out of date. I think her mind might be starting to come around, though. She seems to have started enjoying herself. Oh, is she? Although I just remembered, Mr. Goddy's supposed to be heavily involved in planning the festival here, right? I guess that explains why everything feels so much more energized than what I'm used to in Mezzaldam, maybe. After having a look around, I must admit, Tharbad's quite different from what I imagined. Growing up, I heard it was a dusty, quiet place without a lot to offer, and I figured that was probably still the case. But I really enjoyed the cultural district. It's making me think maybe I should have a movie set somewhere in the Central East. I'm worried I'm going to snap her neck. She's trying to put that thing in her ear. Although knowing Salvatore got his inclinations, I suspect I know exactly what kind of culture he plans on promoting in his parade. Boy, am I glad my clients got air conditioning in their office. Or else I would have been a sweaty mess during our meeting. Actually, while we were talking, they told me there's going to be a film festival, and that's why everyone is so jazzed up. I don't pay attention to entertainment news at all, so I had no idea they were putting on anything like that here. It just so happens my schedule opened up, so I might take time to check it out, just to see what all the fuss is about. You're horrible, Dingo. You told me you were still in Edith, and now here you are trying to sneak off on me. And I'm telling you, there's no reason for you to come all the way out here. Doesn't Tyrell keep its reporters on a pretty tight leash? Oh, don't you worry, I came prepared. I got permission from my EIC to scout out the film festival and do a write-up about it. Not to mention the reporter originally slated to handle the festival had something come up, so somebody needed to be here anyway. It should be illegal to have the kind of luck you do. At least it explains why you're here 2 days before the big event. Hey, it's Spriggan again. What the hell are you guys doing here? You're getting distracted. Listen, I'm not lying. I'm here on personal business, even if it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. As for you guys, I see you've got more help than ever. That new girl of yours looks pretty capable too. You flatter me. Please call me Rosette Twinings. I am a concierge working on dispatch from Marduk Total Security Company. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Marduk, as in that. Dingo, quit trying to change the subject. I'm not finished with you. You still haven't told me what this personal business of yours is. Now fess up. You know I'll be more than happy to help you with it. What about personal business, don't you understand? I told you I'm fine. But why not? I'm growing as a reporter. I can handle myself. For starters, it's not exactly a good look roping in a reporter working for someone else to pitch in on my work. So what? I don't care about that. Besides, you helped save me before. It's only fair I repay the favor. Sounds like our man's trying to keep this business under wraps. He must be doing a piece on unseemly things. What? That can't be it. Could it? What do you mean, unseemly? Aaron, now look what you've done. I can't believe you'd report on something so despicable. This is exactly why you need to change, and I'm the girl who's going to make it happen. Well, glad we got all that sorted out. Anyway, we'll be heading out now. We haven't sorted out anything. And it bounced real quick, eh? Damn it. Look at all the trouble you guys have stirred up now. Oh, whatever. If I find anything out, I'll hit you up. Sounds good to me. Good luck with your investigating, you two. She can fix him. When I said I wanted to put together something about the film festival, my boss let me go on the spot. It was amazing. But you, Dingo, I can smell it. Films are just pictures and a light to you. You're after something bigger, something way more important. You really shouldn't put me on a pedestal. And now that you're here, we've got to keep you out of trouble. Listen, I've got stuff to do. Don't do anything crazy. The Prince of Osem is here, you know. Why don't you interview the guy? He is? I never would have expected someone so big and famous to be visiting a trashy event like this. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him. That could be my ticket to a really big... this isn't about me. Stop trying to distract me. I'm not letting you out of my sight for even a second. There's nothing you can say or do about it, mister. Got it? Films are just light and sound to you. Trashy event. That Marielle... Is it, by the way, is it Marielle rather than Marielle? Like, we were going Mirielle and it was Mireille. I think it might be Marielle. That Marielle's got some sharp instincts. I hadn't said a word to her about my current story, and yet here she is. Well, it's probably best I keep an eye on her. Guess we'll be going drinking tonight. Though not too hard. I'll call her Marielle for one time. Now we'll go back to normal. I'll be honest with you, Spriggan. I find it very suspicious to be running into you yet again after our first encounter in Longport. It must have something to do with whatever Dingo's investigating, right? Right? You know, given that you never seem to get anywhere, don't you think sticking to one spot instead of bouncing around would work better? Anyway, to answer your question, we're here on some business for new clients. It's got nothing to do with your hotshot heartthrob. And, don't get your hopes up. He and I trade info, but nothing that'd make for the kind of hot scoops you're angling for. Sorry. Shut up! I don't need your help to do my job. Mark my words, whatever it takes, I'll uncover the truth of what that man's up to, even if it kills me.
Alrighty.
We should probably call it a day, Dingo, but rest assured I'll be hitting the pavement as hard as ever tomorrow. And don't think you can get the jump on me for long. No matter what you try, I'll be on you like a dog going after its own tail. My God. Well, I give them my blessing in their beautiful relationship. I'm sure it will work out totally fine. Let's go to the hotel to meet our clients, because I'm guessing we're going to get zooped straight in there and not be able to speak to people downstairs first. Right, where were Nina and Judith staying again? You must be Mr. Arkride and Company. What's the... Is it because you're so blooming stocked up top? Man, you... Wide pecs, man. Miss Landstrom and Miss Fenley are waiting for you by the pool. The clerk there already knows you're coming. You're free to enter whenever you're ready. Good to hear. Thanks. He is wider than most NPCs we see. Any blooming hell. He's stacked. That's one way to say hello. At least his customer service is impeccable. I'd expect nothing less from a 6-star facility. I don't get it. Why would they be at the pool when it's night? It's a nighttime pool. You get to drink alcohol and all that good stuff there. Sounds amazing. A little kid like you can't really appreciate grown-up stuff like that yet. I am not. You think I can't handle alcohol? I'll prove you. Perry? No. Not until you're older. And Aaron, don't go putting any ideas in her head. Got it. I see Agnès is rather mature for her age. You could say that. She can definitely be forceful when she needs to be. Sounds like a good way to drown. I mean, everything in moderation, right? I got a report earlier from our office in the Cultural District of water drying up in that area. We managed to resolve the issue, thankfully, but it's embarrassing that it took us that long to realize what was going on. We've had our hands so full expanding the Entertainment District infrastructure that I suppose we got lax about managing the water elsewhere. There are still things left to set up in the Cultural District. I want our resources to be distributed at least a little more equitably. Where am I going? To the... Is it upstairs thing or is it downstairs thing? Unfortunately, considering your family governs near Alsim's border, I think conflict is inevitable. Not only does my father have a bone to pick, but the people in Valis see quite a lot within our territory. Maybe so, but that doesn't preclude us from being friendly, does it? I, for one, don't want to have to quarrel with you. Oh, what am I saying? With the royal family in Valis at play, perhaps I'm naive for thinking we can be above the fray. No, you're right. I think it would be good if we found a way to get closer and make it harder for our families to butt heads long term. Though it would mean that if things took a bad turn between us, we stand to lose something. That wouldn't be ideal. Good point. And a few years down the line, we could get into business or become partners in some other venture. We'll force our father's hands that way. Surely, once they recognize it as fact, things can't get any worse between our families, at least. Now, that's an idea. I haven't thought about that. There's also... You know, we should discuss this further. I'm really intrigued by the idea of us going into business together. Oh, I should have known she wouldn't quite pick up on it. Maybe we aren't quite there yet. Blast it all, I need to calm my father down quickly. People see our families fighting at the film festival. Our reputation will take a hit. He's actually not that hard to reason with. Ultimately, it's our future that's most important, not what's immediately in front of us. I've had the pleasure of meeting him before at certain events in the Principality. He really is quite kind and intelligent. Even if he sometimes shows rather coquettish behavior, it would certainly be nice if our generation got along better than our parents.